What's up? What's up, y'all? We are definitely up this morning. Um, Excuse me, y'all, for being a little late, but I was ready, but I was dragging, man. I've been trying to stay positive, but for some reason, this was the hardest title to make. This was just the hardest the title. The cut stuff was getting hard, starting to feel like work. All right, we're gonna get into it. How's y'all weekend going so far? Hopefully, it's going good. I see YouTube was dead yesterday. Not too much going on. So yesterday we're gonna talk about it yesterday. Because this is the only thing going on, y'all. So this why I have to speak about it. It's the only thing going on. Like I didn't really want to talk about this stuff again. Like, on some real talk, I'm tired of putting that man's name in the title. I'm tired of covering this stuff, but this is the only thing going on. So I want people to get that clear. And that's why, like, I've been up early. I'll be ready, but stuff I don't sometimes I just don't be motivated, man. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like a show. You gotta just watch the show, and it ain't over till this show over. So those are the things I was speaking about. Like, till certain people finish, this just how it's gonna be. All right, so he brought out Pharrell. All right, he brought out Pharrell. We'll get into that. He brought out Eminem. We'll talk about that. LeBron James is there. LeBron James still don't get enough of going to these parties and these shows. LeBron went to that Kendrick show. That's what got him in trouble with Drake. LeBron always doing too much, man. Meanwhile, he being cooked online about what team he going to. You know, so we're going to get into it, y'all. We up Sunday. Excuse me, I had to send the link out, man. YouTube was not pushing out nothing yesterday. I saw it for myself, and I ain't going to lie. It just seemed like since certain people been back out, the internet been slow. Y'all see that? All you got to do is when you woke up this morning, you saw that. If you see the video I did yesterday, you see the numbers on X. Tell you, man, this algorithm tell the truth on who pop and who really not. When I get below average views, I don't care how slow it is. I know my numbers. Told y'all, man, people have been dealing with bogus numbers so long. People have been functioning on what they control and buy all these paid campaigns. I told everybody, man, people not in this algorithm like that. It's all being exposed now, y'all. Like if people was in this algorithm like they supposed to be, YouTube will be jumping right now. When you got manufactured people, mean, okay, if I create manufactured hype, and then they spread that manufactured hype, and then they do video on that manufactured hype, and then the people believe that manufactured hype, what is that in reality? Nothing. So when you present nothing, you're gonna get nothing. That's what's been going on, y'all. That's all it is, y'all. Everything is cool. It's just that, man, I'm bored. So we're gonna get into it though. Don't get it twisted. But man, I've been trying to be extra positive and nice, y'all, and I think that's making me miserable too. I've been trying to spare people, but man, all right, man. My whole thing is Jay-Z doing this thing, yes. The shows are panning out to be good, yes. But this media takeover stuff, like this flood in the media, yeah, y'all, we're gonna laugh at Meek Mill. Meek Mill got a YouTube channel. You know, they already had them for their music, but since they don't got music, they starting a low-key stream. Yeah, we're gonna laugh at Meek Mill today. Yes, Meek Mill is reduced to a YouTube as well. They all are. Anyway, man, we up this morning. Shout out to everybody that's up, man. Y'all waited long enough, man. I'm just happy to see y'all. Let's just go. Let's go. Let's go. Man, I'm trying to chill, y'all, but all I'm saying is what's next? Is things getting better? Is this return gonna spark the game? Is this gonna start something new? What's next? What's next? What's next? Remember, it's about setting the trend, right? And that's my point. It's not about none of this stuff ain't good. It's not setting no new trends. That's my whole thing. So every time I tap into the clips, I just feel like back in the day. I really could see clear that they really wanted to recreate and bring that energy back of that time. And they have done that. Because I get the same exact energy as I did back then. The only problem is I'm somewhere else. But far as that, everything they're doing is good. Like if you bought those tickets, you get your money worth. You're getting Eminem, like you can't complain. All right. So that's what we're talking about. But all I'm talking about is trend setting and where's the game gonna go from this? Is it gonna make it better? And where's the new talent at? So that's why I asked what's next. But other than that, we're gonna dive into it. Let's go. All right, everybody got their opinion. We're gonna leave it at that. Also, we're gonna talk about the academic Charlamagne interview. We're gonna talk about that. All right. Jay-Z just broke the attendance record at Yankee Stadium again. These are the things I'm talking about. I'm also tell y'all something else as well. I probably never ever go to a concert again in my life because on some real talk, I don't want to go to no concert and everybody just keep pulling out phones. So, okay, I spoke about how concerts are not concerts no more. And I also said I don't blame them for taxing tickets, right? Giving half-ass shows because they know all the fans, all the people going to do it. People really want to come to film. And they also know people like to go to these shows for clout. So that's why I don't blame them. But I don't think I'm ever going to go to concert again in my life. I mean, all the best concerts I saw, I think I'm going to just leave it at that. I don't want to go to no concerts where everybody's got their phones up. And to me, that's corny, y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's very corny. And that's just where this game is at now. And I'm just telling you my personal opinion. But just like this, like when it's a performance, all this news dropping while it's performing and updates while it's performing and the praise, all this stuff corny now, y'all. I'm just telling you, man. If I was a vlogger, blogger, whoever I'm supposed to be, I'm just tired of it. You know what I'm saying? So it just, all I want to know is what's popping. You know what I'm saying? Let me know the aftermath, the wrap up. Let's go. So people need to just get back into having fun on here, man. Like when I was seeing tapping into the academic Charlamagne, man, it was vicious in that chat. So this is the crowd. This is some of the crowd. This is a good angle of some of the people that was at Jay-Z concert. You'll see they got their phones out. People having fun. But this was the crowd. It was a very diverse crowd, very mixed. So that's why I'm saying he gave a very good show. But if we want to talk about other things, like hip hop, rap, with things going forward, that's another conversation. But let's just go. All right. Once again, we shall be positive. But once again, it's not my fault if the same people keep all right. Rumors are a lot of this media is paid for, and these guys are paid for. That's just the rumors. It's a track record and a trail. But in my opinion, I already told Complex they're going down with the ship. But unless somebody owns Complex, or I'm just saying they post too much. They all have been posted too much. And just like every other department, they only keep posting the same people. They only keep posting the same people. So that's why these allegations of they work for people keep coming out. All right. So Hov breaking his own record back-to-back nights, which is cool for him. Jay-Z's The Blueprint Show set the record. And all I'm saying is, okay, why y'all got to keep hyping up? Yeah, I know damn well there's other people on that stage. And why y'all never put other people's names in these articles? You see what I'm saying? Like, that's all I'm saying. Like, why y'all always just give them all the credit? Don't you think that's kind of old? Like when I said with the Roots picnic, I still don't even know who was there. Like, they just always, my point is, this is what I be talking about with running media. Now, it's cool. It's not wrong what he's doing. But to say if you're performing with him, you don't even know you performing with him, but you never get no credit. So they'll just say, breaking his own record back-to-back. It's supposed to say, by bringing out Beyonce, you see what I'm saying? It's supposed to say other things, man, but they don't do that. You see? This is the stuff they be doing. And then they put goats. Like, why do y'all have to do all of this? You don't have to do it because the people are going to make their own judgment and decisions on what they see and hear. You see? You don't have to do this no more. This is what I meant when I was telling y'all we not in this time no more. See, when there was a whole bunch of rappers and entertainers, it was okay with gaslighting. It was a big competition. It was a whole lot of them, youngsters, drill. Okay, it's okay to sauce up stuff, but it's slow now. So you can see everything. It ain't even no more competition in no department. What it ain't even ain't no competition in YouTube. It ain't no competition in bloggers. It ain't no competition in rappers. This is why I keep repeating these things. Like, people better appreciate what they have. Like, I look at it like this. Complex, you have a platform, right? That's cool. You cover Jay-Z. That's cool. But why you don't cover nobody else? So it's like your magazine is based on one department, and when in history did a magazine ever do that? That's my whole point. That's my whole point. Where it's structured, where you only can talk with these guys, but you can't talk to nobody else. You can't make nobody else shine or star. And meanwhile, nobody else means anything. This is what I meant by they cutting out generations. It also show, I'm gonna be honest, y'all. It's starting to show for a fact too. This era, they on that Willie Lynch behavior, man. They really are on that old against the young. That's starting to show too. This old against the young, I think that's the new racism that y'all not getting. It ain't that black and white no more. I've been telling you a million times. See this concert? I told you it's not about black and white no more. I think now it's old against the young. You know, we spoke about these separations. It's old against the young, man. That's what I be getting when I said, like, I really believe they wanted to make a statement with bringing this era back. Like, the whole era, the whole vibe, the whole energy, our time. Like, we're going to bring it back to how we had in our time. You know, it was that type of energy. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, it's no blending, okay? It's not like, you know, when they do the BET tributes, what they'll do, they have a new artist singing an old song for the tribute. So that's my point. It's not like, okay, when they do shows, they bring out young people with them. They be on that you're not going to come on that stage and make a name for yourself, no matter who you are, how hot you are, especially if you just came out. They're not doing that. So that they actually bogart their era, but it also works against them to a degree. See? If they didn't box a young generation out, it would have been more sold out. No matter what they do, it would have been way more merchandise selling. The youth buy that merchandise, you see? But they outcasted the youth, man. And that's why I say the separation with this Drake stuff. So, after the show, I deal with all opinions. I don't really have opinion. I just look at stuff as entertainment. So I was watching people. This guy right here he from New York. He was going into Jay-Z freestyle, trying to say that freestyle was trash. And you also know he getting backlash for that Kaepernick stuff, whatever. But I just want them to see the full picture. The public is always going to speak. All right. So also people were speaking about that. Also people from, like that guy right there, he's from that community. And even he was getting on them. Yeah. About the hair product. Like, it just, tell you, I've been trying to be positive, man. But we're going to go like yesterday. It is nothing left anyway, y'all. It is nothing left. If I wasn't talking about this, it wouldn't be nothing to talk about today. But I was going to pull up because I got some real stuff to talk about. So, I don't know what's going on. It's a joke being played. Yesterday, I showed you who was trending and who wasn't. I looked today. I still didn't see somebody named trending. Okay, I showed you Beyonce trending yesterday. She's still trending. And I'm like, Kanye trending. Usher trending. Somebody else, I didn't see it. So I don't know if they blocking somebody. I don't know. But tell you, it's a lot of weird stuff going on. But this song was trending. Yes. The song when they did Renegade. Let's go. We up this morning on Sunday. What's up, y'all? So, I'm not trying to say nothing, y'all. What's up? What's up? Daisy said, forget that. I'm number one with Beyonce. Yeah, I'm reading the chat. Happy Sunday. What's up, Monique Canada? Good to see you. What's up, Latasha Jordan? What's up? All right. We back at it. All right. Hold on. I was watching Public Opinion. M Cook told me on the song. See, I'm looking for Public Opinion. All right. All right. What's up, PJ? So, Eminem was there, though. He was there. And it's like, this is what I mean. It's like, y'all, this really, 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 really what I mean. I really don't want to comment on it because it's not for me to comment about. Because in reality, I've been seeing they've been doing these same shows for years. So that's how I look at it. It's really nothing to comment on. And that's why I said they gave what they were supposed to give. They gave a good show. But it's just that I saw these shows a whole lot. They've been doing these same exact shows. Bring out Pharrell. Ladies and gentlemen, Beyonce. I mean, the same show. That's why I say I don't want to even talk about it because I don't even want to go negative. Because, you know what I'm saying? It's a positive thing, whatever. But all I'm saying to Hov, if this is a statement for you against Drake or taking the game back over, that's all I want to know. What is it? If this is a wrap up, is this a wrap up to your greatness? I get that part. But other than that, let's go. Now, one thing I'm gonna say, because I'm just gonna say it. Y'all know I be trolling a lot, but the main thing I will say today. Remember when I said, looks to me like he going back to being a rapper? Well, that's my whole end result. Looks to me like he's back to being a rapper. That's the vibe I got. All right, and I'll leave it at that because he was back to his old self. So I'm going to say he's back to a rapper. Meaning, I don't know about that business, man. I don't know if he's going to be doing any business anytime soon, but I know he's back to a rapper getting that rap money. That money, here's your facts right here. He's back to getting his rap money. Maybe he's great at that right now. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. So, here you got it. Hot new hip hop. DJ Akademiks, Skull, Charlamagne the God. I'm sorry to tell you, Ak. Nobody cares about Charlamagne. Nobody cares, y'all. Nobody cares about a lot of stuff. I tell them a million times, the reality of YouTube is not reality, y'all. It is so far off. It is so depressing. Nobody cares about Charlamagne. But I understand, so let me correct it. A lot of this stuff is strictly for New York City. I must correct it. New York has millions of people. Some of that stuff is just for New York. That's just what it is. Sometimes I forget that. Sometimes I forget it. It's just for New York. Outside of New York, nobody cares about no damn show. Nobody cares about Charlamagne, y'all. They don't. They don't. You know what I'm saying? They don't. So I always tell y'all, I'm going to show you everything off this piece. So after a whole day, no reactions, no likes, no comments. And then you'll see they re-release, these same people release the same article and the same result. No reaction, no likes, no comments. So if you don't believe what I say, all you got to do is do your homework. Hire a data analytics team. And people going to see, man, people are embarrassing themselves. In my honest opinion, man, out of respect, what they don't understand is everything they're doing is not going to bring the culture forward. It's not going to push nothing forward because all this is nothing but a big rehash and a replay of old things resurfacing that could have been addressed a long time ago, but now it's like too late and nobody cares. That's all the stuff I've been trying to tell people. You see? That's all the stuff I've been trying to tell people. Hot new hip hop. Jay-Z brings out Eminem to perform Renegade. So you got the proof on that. He brought out Renegade. Renegade trending, which means them streams gonna go back up. You know, so you got it. And like I say, for true fans, you got a great show. And you got surprises. You got Pharrell. You didn't even know you paid for Pharrell. You got Eminem. You didn't even know you paid to see Eminem. You got surprises. So like I say, he did his part. He did what he's supposed to do. And another thing I want to say is this is why I said about them keeping it in this time, because he's wise enough to know. They knew exactly, he knows, y'all, when I say he got a fan base, and he knows that fan base is a certain age. And he knows people that still love him, and they will fly. They grown now, so they'll hop on a plane. They'll pay for the ticket. He knows this. So that's why I say certain things you're not going to take away, y'all. You're just not, because you got people, they from other places. They grew up off them their whole life, and that's all they know. So they don't see, that's just what it is, y'all. They specifically cater to a certain age bracket because they know that's their core fan base. That's really what I was saying too. So that's also part of keeping things in this era. And it's also to make people from this era proud. Feel proud. bring you back to a time. That's what it's all about. And all I was saying with all of that is cool. But when it comes to going forward, that's all I'm saying. When you got proof that, no disrespect to Charlamagne, he been on the radio for years. You see, guys, when you see where this game is at now, that is your reason and your facts of looking at everybody that was in position of power with a microphone all these years, and you have your proof that things didn't go forward. But see, I feel bad for Charlamagne a little bit because I say that sarcastically, meaning he could be a good guy, but I know he was used to do a lot of dirt. Meaning, Charlamagne, this is what I meant the whole thing with Charlamagne. Not saying nobody forced him. He in a world where he don't understand. I understand he was going to say stuff on that radio about people that nobody else was going to say. So that's what I mean by he was used to say certain things about certain people because at that time he didn't have nothing to lose. He didn't have no relationships. He was, and I mean, let me just speed it up. Like, these are just facts. Like, I understand when certain things happen with Star, he was more or less Star replacement. That's just what happened. You see? And he called himself filling Star's shoes. Star is the original hater. You see? Not picking and choosing. That's what they don't get about Star. Not picking and choosing. Disrespecting Bow Wow, disrespecting Jay-Z, disrespect Jim Jones, it don't matter. Disrespect anybody. All right? That's a real hater. Charlamagne, he was the hater at first. Remember, that's why he got swung on by Lil Kim peoples. But he might have been in this world where he ain't know. You thinking you're going to be like Wendy Williams talking about people like that, but you ain't getting. Wendy got a history. You from down south. So now you become this character of being a voice box and a mouthpiece, saying stuff that other people not going to say. And they want to hide their hand and let you say it. You the one going to get all the flack and the heat. And you got good money for it, Charlamagne. So you got your money. You did your job. But at the end of the day, on some real talk, bro, if you was down with the rock, what would it slay you to admit it? Meaning, what's so hard about that? Because when I'm watching the video, I saw the Rock Nation pin on his collar. And what's funny is I saw Choke, no joke, in the chat. He said the same thing. I just started tripping. I was like, yeah, Choke on it. He was like, man, is this man sitting here with a Rock Nation pin? And I already saw it. That's why I'm like, he's sitting with a Rock Nation pin the whole time. But what did I tell you guys? I said, guys, some of them think you guys have a low IQ and they understand you just watch content on phones. So being that you just watch content on phones, it was damn near impossible for you to see that Rock Nation pin. But Charlamagne, if you down Rock Nation, you have nothing to be ashamed of because it's a track record, bro. You've been wearing hats. You've been taking up. I mean, we don't got to go there, bro. All I'm saying is it's nothing to hide. That's my point. It's nothing to hide. What is to hide? Y'all been working with Rock Nation. I mean, it's obvious I've been wearing a hat or y'all okay. That's why I'm like, yo, what is wrong with Charlamagne, man? My point is, bro, if you think you're going to convince somebody you're not down with rock, I mean, it's not going to work. If you think you're going to convince anybody, bro, Charlamagne, this man asks you to do anything, you can't say no, bro. This man asks you for a favor, you can't say no, man. Just come on, bro. That's why I give you a pass. It's not your fault. I give you a little pass. It's not your fault. This man asks you to do anything, you can't say no. You just can't, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know what's going to happen. Mean it, man. Your career somehow just something going to happen, man. I mean, it's okay. But it's okay. Man, and see, y'all been tricked to be ashamed of yourself because you've been down with Jay-Z. Now, Jay-Z is the greatest man, one of the greatest men. And I'm going to say this about y'all, too. This will make a lot of y'all lame. See, y'all wanted to have Jay-Z name in your mouth when he was winning on top of the world. You was proud for Jay-Z to be a man. You was proud, Jay-Z. Y'all was proud. But why y'all acting like y'all ain't proud now? That's all I'm saying. If that was my homeboy, and he got my number on speed, whatever it is, what I'm gonna be ashamed of? What I'm gonna be ashamed for? If I've been rocking with this man this long, I've been rocking with him. That's my man. And the truth is, if he did put you in position to win, or if you was down with him, that's still proof he helped. He made sure you stayed in that seat. So my point is this: in reality, Charlamagne, if you are down with The Rock, what is there to be ashamed of? And if you ain't down with him, I don't care if you work with him. I don't care if you work with him. What is there to be ashamed of? All right. So what you supposed to be saying is, yeah, I deal with The Rock, but nothing has to do with me. I don't run the company. That's simple, bro. I don't run the company. I don't got to do with that. Whatever it is, I don't got to do with that. All right. So, man, bro, it's showing how programmed you are, man. See, you guys I'm going to give you guys credit. We're going to get to it. Y'all had a nice intellectual sit down. I respect that. You know, y'all showed people how to have respect for debates on an educational level. I respect that. You see what I'm saying? But all I'm saying is, Charlamagne, you're still stuck in that industry mode of tap dancing, bro. I understand. When you're on the radio, FCC airwaves, you got to be a certain way, but you ain't got to keep doing that. You ain't got to keep doing backflips and all that, bro. DJ Academic releases Drake full. All I'm trying to show them is this. A whole day. All right? Now, I know it's making noise now. It's making noise on YouTube. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is if y'all want to break through other... All right, let's just go, man. Let's just go. Inside Jay-Z's Yankee Stadium takeover. What I'm actually showing y'all, it was a media takeover. So when I'm telling y'all, it was really nothing going on this weekend. It was really nothing to talk about. It was actually a takeover. So it was either talk about it or talk about nothing. See? It's like Complex just wouldn't stop. They just wouldn't stop. See, Jay-Z brings out Eminem. Inside Jay-Z's Yankee Stadium takeover. Hours later. A whole day ago, I'm a businessman. The rise and legacy of Jay. So when I be trying to tell them, this is why media is like that. This is why the game is like that. This is why I was trying to tell y'all all this time. Quincy Jones ran Vibe magazine. When did Vibe magazine, every month, the same rapper on the cover every month? When did Vibe magazine ever do that? When did the Source magazine? But this is what they're doing now virtually, but they don't understand we're in a virtual world. When you're posting this guy all day, the same company. No other company is doing this but y'all. It's starting to look like you don't got no media. And it's starting to look like you guys are in a full campaign. This is not disrespect. I'm giving y'all clues, analytics, which I'm not going to get paid for. Because if I was a money spender, I would see all through this crap. That's my point, y'all. All right? Like, we already know certain rappers going to always be on Complex. Just like we know Akademiks used to work for Complex. But he told y'all already know this. That's what I'm saying. Nothing is secret or it's just history. Like when Akademiks told you, Charlamagne, he used to look up to him. That's, that Complex, a lot of things went down. But Complex was popping. They had they run. Everything happened already. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know which machine is what machine with these people, which machine against that people. Everybody know all these things now, y'all. And it just, it's more or less like y'all getting caught with y'all head in a cookie jar type of thing. You know what I'm saying? That's really all it is, but it ain't nothing bad. See, I'm going to show you that's fair game. Billboard posting. Future. All the Future's albums. Y'all, truth is, people don't care about Future neither. Other than the Underground. Underground, yes, but Future ain't hitting. He laid low too long. Future still doing the same music too. Know why Future finished too? Y'all forgot Future was on that song with Kendrick. And y'all forget that. That's where it all started from. But somehow Future is not hitting like that. I didn't see anything about Future topping no charts yet. Yep. And in the end, it also came out who Future down with. All right, let's go. Jay-Z Yankee Stadium 2 night set list. So they pushing. It was guys, you got to work with me. It was a Jay-Z media takeover. Not saying he paid for it, but a percentage was clout chasing, and a percentage, they on his, what, and that's just what it was. It was either that or nothing today. And being that I started we started talking about it yesterday, part 1, today's day 2, and we back at it. But like I said, this is the reality. They are so detached from the new generation. So, like I said, this is my opinion. Though they became rich, they earned their bones, they all earned their spot where they at. But there's a lot of things they did they don't want to acknowledge. They became these rich guys that's holier than thou and bigger than thou. And they detached themselves from the culture. They sat in high places for a long time. Somehow now they're back on the ground. But they are detached from them right there. You know what you're looking at? A team takeover. This would have been rocking America. They not listening. They not paying attention. But if I was to ask you, see, you know that little rap beef that happened? And you know how everybody's trying to prove this greatest stuff? If we was to ask them, who's your favorite rapper, Drake or Jay-Z? Or who y'all think better? What you think they'll say? I'm only saying that to prove a point that it's a detachment, y'all. It's team takeovers everywhere. They're not at shows. But remember, that's what the music was about, controlling them. They supposed to be at them shows. But I'm just saying that because it was a big detachment, y'all. And that's what happened. This is a big detachment. That's why I say it's old against the young. Also, it's nobody wins. Meaning he got his fan base. Everybody else got their fan base. But now we are witnessing a takeover. And that's it. So anybody that's not, okay, we're going to talk about A$AP Rocky still performing. Usher and Chris Brown performing right now too, but somehow they're not getting a lot of coverage. By who? The media. Not all media. You know what media, all right? The media in that department, they only covering Jay-Z. Let me prove it to you. In reality, Usher is trending. In reality, Beyonce is trending. But no, they're not talking about Usher like that. Now, some of y'all saw the clip with probably Usher and Dave Chappelle, but Usher and Chris Brown been touring for over a week. You ain't been seeing no coverage on it like that, right? Told you it's like when somebody else came out, this is how the media work, y'all. Once somebody come out, for everybody else gonna stop. Let's just say nobody gonna get more coverage than him. And that's just how it's gonna be. It's obligations, man. So meanwhile, these teams, they somewhere else. This is what the summer is right now, y'all. So I'm showing you the separation. The older generation going to Jay-Z concerts and, you know, the young generation outside. And everybody got a comment and opinion. And Renegade was trending. So let's go back to reality. Now, let's go. Despite its title, Drake's Too Hard for the Radio is now #1 on today's U.S. rhythmic radio chart. Forward progress. So this is what I'm saying, right? The reason why I'm bored and why the game is boring and why it's not going nowhere, all these conversations they could have had a long time ago. I'm not trying to be disrespectful or negative, y'all. It's just reality. The reason why the culture's not going forward, because they are just now facing issues they could have been facing, address things they could address. But now that everything is slow, there's nothing else left. This is why all these things are seen through so much, because it's just simple. Charlamagne, you do not have to deny you down with the rock. You got on a rock pen. Come on, bro. It's all right. Why are you ashamed to be down with the family? Meaning, you get a phone call, bro. It's like a family member, man. You get a call from the family. I mean, how you gonna say no? Get it? But no, we'll make it clear. We'll say you're not on contract. You don't got to be on contract because you're gonna do it. You're gonna do what's said. You ain't got to be on no contract. But come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's probably 589 videos of you on the Breakfast Club with a Rock Nation hat in all colors, Charlamagne. So it's all right, bro. What you gonna start doing is pissing Jay-Z off. You know? So all I'm saying is this. If you was down with Jay-Z when he was at the top of the top, you got to keep that same energy for everybody. So I don't really have nothing to say on this stuff, y'all. It's just that I was reading the chat, and the chat was funny. The chat was just roasting. Chats are highly disrespectful. Ho started the Blueprint show exactly at 9/11 tonight. So you see Complex posting everywhere. He had a special Complex posting. It's all right. It's okay. All right. Energy building as Jay-Z prepares to take stage at Yankee Stadium. So it was a success for him. He got all pluses. He got pluses. He made his money. He gave a good show. That's why I say he delivered. It's just that if you anybody that's into new stuff, yeah, you're not getting too much out of this. You know, or if you're a person that's well balanced, you know, you deal with everything, or you know, old, young, whatever. That's really what it comes down to, y'all. But we have to heat up in a minute. Give me 1 second. I'm right here. I'm right here, man. It was either this or nothing, or don't come on today, y'all. Straight up. Shout out to y'all. What's up, Slim? Let me holler at the chat. I'd rather shout out the chat. What's up, Dramatic? Good to see y'all this weekend, man. What's up? What's up, Tiger? What's up, Angela? What's up? All right, y'all. What's up? What's up, Deb? I know you was outside the wall. Deb, I know you went out there yesterday with a blunt roll. All right, man. Let's get back to it, man. Let's get back to it. So the merch selling. He even made a lower level merch for y'all to wear. Meaning he made some affordable merch. So it ain't no excuse, Jay-Z fans. Y'all actually ruined it too. I'm just saying that because y'all talk so much talk all these years. And it's like y'all, the fact that Jay-Z fans not wearing the merch is kind of depressing. It's a harsh reality. They can't afford no merch, Hov. He put out this nice store. He doing all this stuff for y'all. And y'all just walking past the store. His real fans buying it though. His real fans is the ones that's flying in the city, spending that real money. His real fans, they spending the bread. A lot of y'all just talkers online. Y'all ain't buying nothing. That's the sad part. How you know that? Well, you see all the people on the gram, right? You think everybody know they talk about Jay-Z, and you ain't see them post no picture coming out that store. They post everything else. They ain't post no picture of they new Jay-Z sneakers. They ain't post none of that, right? Okay, that's how you know, man. So I'm saying they exposed, man. Straight up. See, he even got the low-level t-shirts for the hood, man. Y'all know that's a shirt for the hood. All levels. So he making his money. Because they say it's okay, he sold out 40,000 plus. You know, it's being said he sold out 44,000 plus, something like that. So even if half of them buy merch, he's straight. Even if 10% of them buy merch, he be all right. All right, this is what it is. He making his money. But I didn't look at something else, what I forgot to look at. I don't know how much he paying them artists that's popping up. Because I forgot. Mary, Nas, Eminem, it cost him a few coins. I had to forget about that part. He do got to pay people. Let's go. Unless they did him a favor. Hey, they might have did it for free. Who knows? Now, you know, if he never asked you for nothing, he asked you for one favor, you might got to give it to him. I never asked him for nothing. I just need one free favor. I need you to perform with me at Yankee Stadium. All right, let's go, man. Let's go. But, man, y'all better talk to them youth, man. They all going to get locked up. All right, now imagine your grown ass, you're coming from a Jay-Z concert. You're grown. You got kids. And out of nowhere, all these teens come in front of your car in traffic and start harassing your ass. What you going to do? It can happen to anybody. All right, let's go. They ain't listening to rap no more, y'all. Rap is what calmed us down. Can you now see it? It was music that calmed us, all generations. Your music is what calmed us down. Can you see all these people bored with nothing to do, probably hungry? You see none of them have no food, nothing to drink. They have nothing going on. They have no life, y'all. This is the end result of growing up not riding bikes. Or everything you see now, y'all, I'm telling you, we're going to get into it. Trust me when I tell you, we got real stuff to talk about. That's going to be every day. We got real stuff to talk about. I told you they have admitted everything that this thing have done in people's brain. Let's go. Now, see how I was all cute before, right? Now let's look at it, y'all. Years later, you are looking at the generation raised on tablets. This is the generation, when they were young, most of their parents gave them a phone in their hand or a tablet. Here's the harsh reality. This is the result of not dating. This is the result of not being an individual. They're used to being in groups. They're used to always being followers. See, they're not used to the basic necessities of life that make you a teen. When I learned that, they don't even know how to be teenagers. They don't know how to have fun. The movies are back now. They're supposed to be going to play parks, the beach. They're supposed to be having fun. They don't know how to have fun. When your whole life is a phone, that's all you know. So here you got it. When you didn't grow up riding bikes, skateboards, traveling. See that? Your whole life in the house. So you're gonna be in the house so long. Think about animals. God, my people that love pets, your dogs. Some of y'all, that, especially if you keep a dog chained up and you bring them outside, or a dog that's always in the house and you bring them outside, they're gonna wild out. It's nature. So that's what you people just wilding out. They had all that bottled up energy. What else? They're not into talents like drawing. They never was into things that calm their nerve, calm them down, taking walks, just regular, normal stuff that people do, shopping in the mall. Everything is showing now, y'all. That's all I'm telling you. That's all I'm telling you. They are doing teen takeovers, not going places, spending money. See, if you saw us like that, we might have been at the beach, but we all having fun spending money. We having a party. They doing this stuff in public spaces. They can do this to your grandmother. Right? Your grandmother coming home from bingo, she can get caught like this. And they teenagers, which you can't do nothing. See, this is where they at, harassing people. They might come in your neighborhood like Fast and Furious. They doing donuts in people's neighborhood, all type of stuff, crashing, playing music, and they're running. This is stuff they doing all across America, man. You know what I'm saying? It's wasted. It's called wasted talent, y'all. Wasted talent. So there you got it. So you already know, man. My point is music don't control them no more. You know, music had us in the house watching videos. Music had you and your friends acting like y'all was holding like brushes in your hand, acting like y'all singers. Some of y'all grew up trying to be like Destiny Child in the house. And bro, you was in the mirror trying to be like Jay-Z, but that kept you in the house. See, you played video, you had stuff to do. That's what this mean had nothing to do. Your whole life, they on Snapchat, Instagram, all this free stuff. Remember, all this free entertainment. Every day. Now you're doom scrolling, there's nothing there, but you don't know how to have fun. You don't know how to enjoy your life. All right, y'all. Let's go. All right, let's just go. I had to show you that's reality. That's reality. So let's go. When brought out, Pharrell, Yankee Stadium instantly turned into a celebration. Long story short, man, Pharrell came out. All right, Pharrell came out, but that's nothing new. So once again, when Pharrell come out, they are one big family. And this is what I thought about. I was like, yo, the reality of this whole thing is this, man. They family been together longer than our family. They are more tighter with each other than I know for a fact I am with my family. And they've been around each other, meaning they've been more family than our families in real life. Because I'm just looking at how long they actually been. Meaning, even for like Pharrell is tied into Jay-Z legacy. He's another one. He can't say no because they got hits together. So I was just looking at how people like Pharrell was never able to just live his life and do the things. I'm just saying, I feel like Pharrell could have been way greater, but I feel like he was always obligated to hip-hop rap, and I feel like he's been past that hip-hop rap stuff. And I actually feel like hip-hop rap is what held him back. But it's not that. I was just looking at how his legacy had to be tied into Jay-Z legacy forever. And even to this day, that's why I was like, at Louis Vuitton, he and Louis Vuitton, but Jay-Z right there. That's I'm like, they just family, y'all. They are family. Jay-Z brings out Pharrell during Jay-Z's show at Yankee Stadium. They are family, man. And that is their win. Too Smooth with it. Complex. So yeah, Complex was covering this Jay-Z event like it was battle rap. Meanwhile, A$AP Rocky and 50 Cent was performing in New Jersey. And you're not gonna see that get no coverage. All right? You're not gonna see nobody cover that. Because it literally is a Jay-Z takeover this weekend in all departments of media. And I'm pretty sure you already see that. Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, bloggers, posting. And everybody on YouTube talking about it, right? So I already told y'all what all this about. I will tell y'all the honest God truth. I didn't feel like putting his name in the title. I ain't want to talk about this guy again because it's the same old soup reheated. Not only that, it's nothing new to me. And I know exactly what's part of the plan. I spoke about whether you've been talking about Jay-Z for whatever reason you've been talking about him for, the whole plan was we're all talking about him. That was the big plot and scheme of the whole thing. He got everybody to talk about his name again. So I'm always going to say, even though I might be participating in it, I know exactly what I'm doing and what's happening. But also, this is YouTube. So I will always pull up, as I always do, and I will always pull up, even if it's just for my live chat to pull up, and we have some laughing jokes. I'm always going to do that. You see? Get that part clear. But I understand exactly I'm in the Jay-Z matrix, and there's nothing I'm going to do about it till it's over. You see what I'm saying? All I can do is keep my sanity. No, you are in the Jay-Z matrix. That's what you in. All right? So, yes. So I already told you, whether you're talking about them for negative, positive, the whole plan was to take the attention off of Drake. Told you, man, that was part of it. There's many dimensions to your boy Hov. He understands many dimensions. He understands you don't just fight one fight. You have to fight, be on offense, defense, all at one time in one game. He understands that. All right? I get to secure my original fan base. I get to secure my legacy. Meanwhile, I get to slow up Drake a little bit. All right? Cover that up a little. All right, Drake? You know what I'm saying? Jay-Z also drew a line. He said, older generation, you're going to pick one. Is it going to be me or Drake? He put up a wall between Drake. This summer, you're going to see me. All right? You ain't going to have a chance to think about Drake. Meanwhile, Hov, they going into your freestyle, bro. A lot of people critiquing your freestyle with Kaepernick. But bro right here was trying to doodle on your bars, man. Disrespectfully. And he said he was spitting bars like it was 96. He basically was saying like he's spitting the bars like, you know, like in Summer Jam when he spit, the show was tore down. Now, that is true the case, but I just want Hov to know he got the adversaries out here trolling. You know what I'm saying? It's that dirty TikTok, man. Dirty TikTok where it go down. I know TikTok is unfiltered. So let's go. Meanwhile, you ain't get a lot of you. Did y'all see any news on ASAP Rocky and 50 Cent? 50 Cent came out. You ain't gonna see that. they was performing in Jersey. So ASAP Rocky been on tour. Y'all already know that. That been going kind of bad. But 50 came out to help revive with Tony Yayo on the stage and Uncle Murder. And Usher and Chris Brown is on tour as well. But somehow it's a Jay-Z takeover. Yes, it is, man. Being very, very respectful. Very, very respectful. And I said, yo, how the hell is Kanye? What is he doing? Let's go. So let's just go ahead, man. So LeBron don't get enough of going to parties and shows. He does not get enough. All right. If I was LeBron, I'd be staying far away from DJ Khaled, all these rappers. He don't get it. LeBron has no clue. He's being cooked online. He don't even know. Now, he might know a team. I don't know. All I'm saying is, man, LeBron James is still going to concerts. But I already understood all of Jay-Z's friends are going to be there. He's going to have the star power there. But LeBron, if I was you after all the stuff I've been through, especially hanging around them dudes, one thing I would not put my name with is parties and concerts. Meanwhile, y'all, now this is what LeBron did. It was kind of weird, disrespectful. I don't know. But LeBron did something different. Now LeBron, he's smart with branding. This is what I tell you, LeBron. Now, when it comes to this, LeBron ain't an idiot. LeBron was spotted wearing the upcoming Victor Vick Nike Air Force Ones. They called the yellow Zest. But my point is, LeBron didn't wear Jay-Z sneakers. He didn't put them on. Like, he knows better than that. Y'all know he's a billionaire too, meaning he's not going brand free for Jay-Z. He's not doing that. So I just wanted y'all to see LeBron was there, but he didn't put them sneakers on. He put on another edition of Air Force One, so he didn't put on Jay-Z sneakers. See that? He understands branding. But they call yellow zest. That's what they call. It's just weird. A lot of weird stuff been happening. You know what I'm saying, y'all? We'll get into it. But yeah, LeBron ain't wear those. He ain't wear them. He ain't promoting those. Because they were promoting the article, y'all. They were promoting the article like LeBron was rocking Jay-Z sneakers. Because they did a magic trick in the media. It was like this. LeBron wears Air Force Ones at Jay-Z concerts, you know, but they made it like he was wearing Jay-Z's Air Force Ones. Then I'm like, those are not them. They yellow. So once I told you everything, you got to fact check. I have to fact check because you will make an idiot out of yourself. I could have came online and said, yo, y'all, those are the Jay-Z's, the yellow version. Meanwhile, they not. You know what I'm saying? They not. They're a whole different line called Victor Victor. They call it the Victor Victor Yellow Zest. You see they got a dog face on it. So that's a whole nother brand. I mean, a whole nother version. Anyway, just showing y'all that. Told you it is not a lot going on today. Okay, guys. Shout out to everybody that's live. Remember a while ago I said all I said it's going to get boring and very corny in the future. And I said it's going to be very dry and dark, right? Here's the part we at. In some places, it's not a mistake if you woke up and it's a rainy day and cloudy. It's not a mistake. Somehow today don't feel like the summer no more. Instagram and Facebook will likely require a redesign. Now, this is what I want y'all to see, which already been announced, already been payouts. They already spoke about this stuff. I want everybody to get it clear. They've been admitting all this stuff. It's addictive. It's addictive. So 9 times out of 10, at this point, most people are addicted. That's the whole concept of you can't put the phone down now. You are addicted. It's not like you went out and said, my night is over. Let's take a picture. You're not doing that. That's what the picture's for. It's not like you went to a nice exclusive restaurant and they gave you a dish you never saw before in your life. And you say, man, I got to take a picture of that. That's different. No, you take pictures of McDonald's. You take pictures of shit like that, Wingstop. You take pictures of mom and pop stores in the hood, acting like you're doing food challenges, knowing damn well that's your lunch. All right? This is stuff y'all been doing. Y'all been doing so much with these phones. The truth is, see, this, let me show you the addiction, y'all. We're going to look at this very simple. You go to a concert to enjoy yourself. You spend money. You fly from wherever you come from. Round trip tickets. Book a hotel. Go shopping. Get to the show. Got to buy clothes, right? To stand there and pull out your phone and record the whole time. Not before the show. Not after show. Let me show you how a lot of y'all been tricked. And that's why I say I don't blame these people for jacking that price up at live. I don't blame them. Let me show y'all the simplicity of this. They're not watching the show. They're watching their phones. You see that man right there watching his phone? They're watching their phone because they be trying to go on Instagram Live and have Instagram Live open filming a concert instead of watching a concert. So they know that. These companies know all they're going to do is try to film it and post it, and some of them monetize. That's all they're going to do, so tax them. So I said earlier, I don't think I'm ever going to go to a concert again in my life, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because to me, concerts are lame. Because of this stuff right here. They are more like ceremonies, holding up candles. Yeah, but this is the concert. Also, you'll see a very diverse fan base. But they are all into holding their phones up, y'all. So that's what a concert is. Get it? It's all something else. It's really a show now. It is. It's a show. It's a show. That's why they make the screen bigger. It's a show to get the fans what they want. All right. And they understand now you don't got to get the fans nothing. All you got to do is just show up. They're going to pull out their phone. So you don't even got to break a sweat. You don't got to do nothing, because they're going to pull their phone out and they're not going to see nothing anyway. So that's just how it goes, y'all. So I'm saying that the phone is an addiction. This represents addiction. You at a show in live person, you're holding your device. You're not enjoying the show. All right, boom. Summertime, they outside and they filming everything. They're not enjoying their life. They're addicted. And they also follow the phone. So that's what it's about. Meaning these apps have admitted it, and they already made their payouts, but somebody didn't get a payout. And I think the secret is the ones who are the most affected, they don't even know they're affected. And the ones that's the most affected, they're not getting a penny. Nope. And they're going to be stuck in their own misery with these symptoms. The addictive design threatens the physical and mental well-being of users. Also, it was said that this was tied in with marketing schemes and sales. So I'm always tell you, the plan was you're going to be on Temu and Shin, and you saw so many commercials and ads, and eventually you downloaded Temu and Shin. That's part of what they're talking about, how they were flooding y'all with all these ads. Just, it was a lot of stuff. Seeing all those videos of violence, videos of all that, different stuff. Shocked. All right, that's what it's about. My point is, they admit it, you get addicted to it. The point is, are you addicted? And if you are you going to get help? Are you going to get off the phone? Because there's nothing there. That's why everything is doom scrolling. Let me show you how there's nothing there. Let me show you how there's nothing there. Let me show you. I'm going to show you for a fact. Jay-Z performs, right? A big event, major media. But if I'm scrolling, see, I don't know nothing. I'm just scrolling. I'm going to just keep seeing the same thing. All right? They posted this with DJ Akademiks one day. Then they post the same exact picture, same article the next day. All right? Same companies posting them, posting Jay-Z, not nobody else. All right? Complex posting Jay-Z. See that? That's called no forward progress. That would mean if I keep looking at this, I'm just doom scrolling. I'm looking and looking at something that's not there. If I keep looking and all I keep seeing is Jay-Z and Jay-Z and Jay-Z, I'm doom scrolling because I'm not seeing nothing new. I might want to see something new, somebody else face, something new. It don't matter. Somebody tripped up the stairs. I want to see something new. But if I come on, there's nothing new, I'm doom scrolling. I'm wasting my time. Therefore, if I keep holding my phone, it means something wrong with me because I must not have nothing else to do or I'm just addicted because all I'm seeing is the same thing. This is what I mean by no forward progress. It's just a repetitive cycle. It's nobody's fault. It's just that this machine called media and AI it's eating itself alive. That's all that's happening. Remember how they told you one day the computer's going to take over? And they told you one day about how, the computer's going to take over the world? That's all that's happening. It's like everything is eating itself alive, y'all. And it's no way you're going to go to escape it. See, if I want fresh stuff, it's a media takeover. It's a media takeover. Jay-Z did a media takeover. That means anywhere I go, I'm going to see him today. So if I really don't want to see him today, I would not have to come online today. And I'm about to say I'm not coming online today because I already know it's a Jay-Z takeover. On every app, Instagram, wherever I go, I'm going to see him. So that's how it works. See, meaning that's how I get down because I understand how this thing works. It's a takeover. There's nothing you're going to do about it. So even if you're talking about Charlamagne, guess what you're doing? You're still talking about The Rock. He got on that pen. So whether good or bad, they'll take all that light. Don't matter. They take all that. Long as when they can wake up in the morning, scroll through YouTube, and they can see the conversation about them, job well done. That's what it's about. One day y'all going to learn that. Y'all don't hurt their feelings. They understand good and evil. Bad and bad. To them, it's all good. Long as the world is talking about them, long as they can safely, securely scroll and see y'all talking and commenting, yes. And I will say this. I gave clues the other day. Yes, they have a lot of people online fighting for them. I'm going to say it's humans and bots. I saw people attacking people online. Yes, it was a man. You talk about them, you getting attacked this weekend. I saw it with my own eyes. Bots. It punches. He sent me a post. Somebody he getting attacked on Instagram. They're very vicious. Oh yeah. They got a staff, crew, organization, all of them online fighting for them. Yes, they are. Yes, they are, y'all. Man, they was flooding Akademiks chat. But everybody's hip to the bots. You know what's funny? Somebody said all chats, all bots in the chat hit one. You know what that means? I say it's exposed because bots are programmed. I've been time I told you that. I've been to about this over a year ago. I said, look, y'all, bots always talk a certain way. It's programmed. Bots don't respond a certain way. They're programmed. So a long time ago, I've been doing my experiments, asking certain questions, doing certain things. Remember, when I told you I do all these trivias, I was doing all that on purpose. I asked these questions because that's how I was able to see who the bots are. You know what I'm saying? I tell you, man, you got to figure this all out on your own. It's fun. When y'all understand this, the internet is fun. You will have fun with it. It's not for negativity. So that's what I'm going to salute Charlamagne and Akademiks on. All right. They showed y'all that you can have a respectful debate online respectfully. Get your point across, make it entertainment, and you ain't got to do all that extra stuff. See, I respect that part. They lead them by example with that. You see what I'm saying? Showing it's okay to disagree. People need to see that. People need to see that. You can agree to disagree. They need to see two men sit down. This was important. I'm going to give them that. It was. So I'm always going to give you different angles of it. But the reality of it is, it was a good thing for them to sit down and talk it out, no matter what the topic was, because they had it. They had their differences, they had their disagreements, and this visual needs to be seen. That this once upon a time was reality. When they say you got a problem with somebody, we sit down and talk about it. There you go, right there. So this does help debunk the violence to a degree, or showing y'all, bro, when y'all gonna stop being online with that clubhouse energy? Remember, y'all was on here arguing, yelling, top. Bro, that's savage behavior. Nobody getting their point across. Y'all still talking over each other, still debating loud. No, bro. Have enough sense to understand everything is entertainment. So you can have disagreements and still make it entertaining for people that's watching. So y'all really thought people like to hear screaming? And that's why I be telling people, even myself, some people don't want to hear all that cursing. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't want to hear that. It's just what it is, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't like a foul mouth. Some people don't like cigarettes. Some people don't like weed smoke. Some people don't like alcohol breath. Some people don't like stink breath. Everybody got a preference. See what I'm saying? So, Charlamagne, you got on a Rock Nation pin. What is there to be ashamed of, brother? But I'm going to tell you this one thing. Y'all better stop thinking majority of people got a low IQ because you're disrespecting them and yourself. And that's just what happened. But I get it, y'all. I'm going to give y'all a pass again. Charlamagne, I get your perspective. I get it. You know, a lot of people was going to be watching this on the phone and they wasn't going to see that pin. I give it to you. But, bro, you have nothing to be ashamed of. Charlamagne, would you please stop acting like you was an accessory in a robbery or something, bro? You didn't do nothing wrong, all right? If you work with jayz all these years, nothing to be ashamed of, all right? But, Charlamagne, I'm the one that called you a public defender. You know why I called you that? That means you work for him for free. So I never said that you work for him. No, you're a public defender, bro. You don't mean it. You're not on the payroll. You're not under contract. You do it for free. That's why I called you a public defender. So remember that. I coined that term, man. He got public defenders, man. And you was one of the public defenders online and media, period. That's it. He didn't ask you to do it. You did it on your own. You picked up the case. Any case jayz had against him, you picked it up. Whether they say he ain't the best rapper, you picked up the case and you fought. So you was his public defender. All right, that's it, man. So yes, Charlamagne did do a lot of charity work. He did. Little do you know, Charlamagne, you could have wrote a lot of stuff off on your 501c3. You know what I'm saying? You did do a lot of charity work. You just did it for Hov. That's it. What's up, y'all? What's up to the chat? What's up, D? Charlamagne, he was hating on Young Money, right? Straight public defender, man. Yeah, man. There is Slim Jimmy. What's up, AI? What's up, bro? A week from now, it's going to be quiet again. There you go, bro. It's already quiet. It's already quiet, man. Yeah, man. I tell you, it's a lot of charades going on, man. All right. Renegade is trending, though. Renegade was trending. I'm just trying to be clear, y'all. Usher was trending. Beyonce was trending from yesterday. But, yeah. Don't worry, man. Complex has stuff trending. Yeah. So let's keep on pushing some more. Because we're gonna move on from this. You in a repetitive world. That's me tying it all up. So everything you're gonna see is repetitive, and the repetitive stuff we're dealing with is part of the addiction. Now you got to keep coming back for the same thing. All right. So remember, he told you hustler, right? Well, 30 years later, he got you coming back for the same thing. You're gonna keep coming back. That's all it is, man. That's all it is. That's all it is, man. So It's just a separation, all right? You got the old against the young. Nobody's going to convince nobody's going to convince, you're not going to convince them Jay-Z better, right? You're not going to convince Jay-Z and Kendrick fans that Drake is better. So just bury that argument. Then for two, acknowledge that it is a big separation between y'all generations. And I think it might be forever. That's what y'all should acknowledge. You know what I'm saying? Because music, what they say, they always said music brings everybody together. When y'all talk about the culture of the cookout, the parties, it brought everybody together, from the seniors to the youngsters, everybody. But see, since y'all culture been so divided for so long, it's been paid, bought, and sold. It's been controlled opinion. Nobody was free to have their own opinion. Somehow everybody got put back on a plantation and they were not free to express their real thoughts and opinions and communicate. So what y'all don't get, you always talking about how y'all were oppressed back in the 1800s. Little do you know, in the 2020s, you might have been the most oppressed. To this day, a lot of y'all are still scared to even speak your true mind. But that's the same way they were scared to speak to massa. So what are you talking about? See, this internet was the device for freedom of speech. And that's why people like me, I'd rather be kicked off YouTube if I keep being on here playing around, tap dancing. I don't got to do that. That's me. Because, y'all, if we don't have freedom of speech, what are we doing? Meaning, it's no fun. We all are just living a script. We all writing. We not, guys, that's not life. So, for over 10 years, you've been forced to pick and choose so much. When you got to always pick and choose, after a while, y'all, you run out of options. You know what I'm saying? You run out of options. You run out of stuff. So instead of congratulating and celebrating everything as a whole, what happened is y'all culture literally got dissected. It got dissected and broken down like a slice of pizza, right? It got broken down. And when it was all said and done, it's just a few slices left. And everybody didn't get their piece, a fair share. You know? Hip-hop is at a close, but everybody's story not being told. It was a culture where the torch always passed down. You didn't see no torch get passed down in media. Like it got passed down to Charlamagne. You got proof when he put on Charlamagne. It always was a chain of command. You're not seeing no new actor, or you're not seeing nothing. Because it looked to me like at one point, this was an era that wanted to keep it to themselves. So that's cool. But in the end, it's a price to pay. No forward progress. So that's why I asked what's next. Yeah, these shows are nice, it's all good, but what's next? Is this transitioning? I know when I came in this game, I just know when I was young, every music before me transitioned to me. Get it? Y'all know music always transition. How you know that? Well, your parents put you up on music first. And your parents put you up on music, so what that mean? Now you up on all the old joints. You already young, so you with all the new music. Now you know the old and the new. That's how all music people grew up. You see? Just like you know he a music baby. You can't take music from nobody. All right? Because where's the connection at? All music get passed down. So, but I'm telling you, there's been a separation in music culture. And it comes from that division of picking and choosing, and this one the best. See that? Or not even that. They got a point of always saying who they don't like. So remember, I can say, yo, I rock with Jay-Z, Eminem, Nas. So let's say I said that, and I can just leave it at that. But they'll get into who they don't like. Yo, check this Busta Rhymes out. Now I don't like Busta Rhymes. I don't like him. Yo, check this out. I don't like him. I don't like him. That's how they get down. They don't understand it's a culture of music. And when you say you don't like people, you actually shutting down the culture. Because even though, remember, y'all all know this from music. You might have had an artist you ain't care for, but okay, you gave him a listen and you was able to like, it's something from them you might have liked, or you might have liked, or I used to ain't like them, but I rock with their music now. Because that was the diversity of music, y'all. You had a free will, a free ear. Your airways wasn't controlled. So you heard about your sight being taken and your hearing, that's what happened, 3/5. All right? You don't comprehend what you hear or see no more. Therefore, you don't understand it was controlled. Your sight and your hearing was controlled. And now you function in a world of instinct of what you know not. See, you're going to talk music and rap, but you don't even know what music and rap is. Meaning, wherever music and rap play, you should be enjoying yourself and having a good time. You don't understand that language. All right? So that's what I'm trying to tell you. I can troll, but I can also bring reality of facts. That yes, hip-hop, music, entertainment itself, rock and roll, all that stuff is a culture. Whether jazz, it is a culture, which means it should intrigue the young. It should be an art form always existing. It should always be the past fusion with what's always coming new, because the new gets inspired from the old. See, that's just what it is. Okay, I show a young man my drawings. I inspire him to want to draw. He's just going to draw his way. Meanwhile, he might start off tracing my pictures. That's what it always been. Even down to fashion. When I start figuring out these things that happen in that fashion world, it was a time you could have blew up with your own clothing line. Some things happened with that. Yes, we'll get into that another time. No, this culture was open on many avenues to generate money at one point, y'all. At one point, they were breaking open those banks. And that's how they got rich. All right? And that's why I say certain things. It's not nobody's fault, but he understood the game he was playing. He monopolized the whole game. That's why in the end, see, that's why it's good with Lil C's and them keep talking. You hear that what's actually you're watching is they are finally now doing all the things Biggie Smalls said he was going to do in 96, 95. All right? They're showing you all the things Biggie said he was going to do. When Biggie got this rap over here, he writing for these rappers. He got this group over here. He got this label deal working over there. He about to bring out clothes. He about to do this. His homeboys are rappers. Pop, these rap, I'm cool with the DJs, Mr. C. That's all it is. The Biggie Small blueprint. Meaning, all they did was get to a point to accomplish what they always wanted. So what I understand they did throughout the years was they cornered the market. They cornered clothing. It was a fashion industry. They took over that like the rap game. Media. You know how many of y'all could have made it in media, but you wasn't taught to go to school for communication? They took over media. Media has nothing to do with music. So if it was back in the day, which really means they took over the Source magazine, Vibe, Double X, they took over media. Boom. Then they started influencing sports more than ever. Michael Jordan wasn't inspired by no damn rappers. Never. What? Hell no. You think Michael Jordan was inspired by Run DMC, L Cool J? They didn't care about them. Don't say it at all. Football players ain't get inspired by no entertainers back then. Rappers, no. No. See how I told you, they cornered every market. So we're gonna inspire sports, and they monopolize every game they monopolized, they was getting checks. They were getting checks. They were getting checks. That's what the sports agency was about. He was already doing, see, when y'all talk that NFL talk, here's the truth. He was already working with the NFL because he got sports agencies. So being that he got sports agencies, he was already doing business for his players with the NFL, which already had the door open. See that? Tell you, man, I'm always trying to bring you new information, even when it's dead and it's a whole takeover. See, that's what I mean by control news and control media. And sometimes they forgot a lot of stuff. All right? When I tell them, they don't got to be a tap dancer. Some things just reality. It ain't about being a public defender. The truth is, he had a sports agency, just like LeBron. And he was already doing business with the NFL. So what happened with his when that Kaepernick thing, he was the face. He cashed out. Now let me make it clear, give you my opinion. Because I re-looked at what Jay-Z said at that Kaepernick thing. This the thing he said that I get what he was saying. Now, what he was saying was, he basically was saying, y'all took y'all knee, days of taking knees over. That's one thing. When he said we passed kneeling. We passed kneeling. Basically, y'all proved y'all point already. That's one thing. One thing he did clarify was, it's not about the flag. Meaning he was saying, see, I understood what happened. The disrespect was a disrespect against the flag. It was all mixed up. See, they had the right to kneel for their opinion, but they would do it before the national anthem, which made it disrespecting the flag. So when Jay-Z was sitting there at the table with Roger Goodell, he did say, basically, this had nothing to do with the flag. He was trying to say, guys, it's okay to take a knee for social justice, but it shouldn't be mixed up with the flag. He did say that part. And I said it because it's common sense. You can't take a knee at your job. Then the flag. Now I'm going to clarify that whole Kaepernick for you. I'm going to give you my perspective that I didn't hear nobody say. If the NFL players wanted to protest, they should have just did it the correct way. This is how they supposed to do it, y'all. When the national anthem gets called, they're supposed to stand there and respect the flag. You ain't got to sing it. You're supposed to stand and respect the flag. Then after the game, then take the knee for social justice. The same way at the end of the game, what the NFL players do, y'all, they pray. They do stuff like that. Show each other love, or they'll pray, get on one knee. At the end of every game, they could have got on their knee. Every game. That's how they're supposed to do it. Not before the game, when everybody tuning in, the flag on, the country's watching, they're not realizing this thing being showed overseas is looking like a great disrespect. See? So when he sat at the table, he was saying, basically, yes, they got a right for social justice. We passed taking a knee. He basically was saying it ain't about bowing down and taking them knees. But this is what I got to say. Yes, he did use it as an opportunity to take the money because it was free money. Because at that point, the NFL did need him. So yes, he did take the bag. But he did say we passed kneeling. When he said we passed kneeling, he basically, that's why he was saying, what's the next move? Y'all been taking these knees. Y'all prove y'all point already. What's the next move? That's what he was saying. And then he was saying this has nothing to do with the flag. He was trying to say, if you had a right to protest, but you got to do it a certain way, y'all. You see what I'm saying? That's all it is. When I started understanding that. When they want to fight, but they don't understand it's a way to protest within the rights of your own country, but y'all don't know law like that. And you don't understand that. So the thing, if you want to accuse him of something, he took that money because it was free money. If you want to accuse Jay-Z of something for real, you got the thing is he didn't turn down that money. And you can cook him for not turning down that money. But it was free money on the table. It was. Because now you got to think of this. Let's say those players was going to rebel. Let's say that Kaepernick thing would have picked up momentum. Let's say if people really stop watching. So you know what? We're tired of this stuff. Let's say the NFL start losing views and they start panicking. They crashing. Okay. If the NFL did have to get somebody of a certain caliber, who was they going to get? What else they know? They know a lot of rap fans watch football. So it's like this science game. We know a lot of rap fans watch football, but who can we influence? We can get Oprah. Oprah ain't going to work. We need somebody influence that's going to influence these guys that watch football. So you got to look at reality. Okay, who was they going to get that was going to work? who was they going to get that was going to work? Because now let's look at it. By them doing that, it did stop the momentum of the whole thing. It stopped it. Wow. Stop. But what really stopped it was this thing called the Super Bowl celebration. Once the Super Bowl celebration came back, everybody forgot about Cap. That's what happened. And it's just not he was paid. He was paid to do the. So another thing is you got to get it clear with the timeline. It ain't even like they gave him money. It was meaning he had a job, so they paid him. They didn't just pay him. He had to show up at them Super Bowls. Now here's where you got to be mad at yourself. He got paid to throw those Super Bowls that distracted you from the Kaepernick movement. That's what happened. You got distracted because you was the one allegedly saying I ain't watching NFL no more. But once those concerts came back and they got their viewership back, boom, you back watching NFL again. It wasn't just so much of him, it was the Super Bowl. Even the Super Bowl controversy, it still was about the Super Bowl. See? And as long as y'all argued about who doing it, he still got the credit. He got the buzz. So I'm telling you, he got paid for doing that. And yes, he took the payout because he could have said, you know what? I don't need the money. I ain't doing no Super Bowl. I just want to make my point and I'm going to go back home. No, he took that. Yeah, he took that money. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But it's a lot of things tied in it. But yes, he been monopolizing because nobody else been smart enough to do it. Or they not investing the money he investing. That's one perspective. But yes, y'all, this weekend has been an official Jay-Z takeover. It has been. I mean, I'm not getting into whether it's organic or not. I'm not getting into that. I'm getting into that's what it is. Meaning, when I woke up today, there was no way I was going to escape Jay-Z concert. All right, I'm looking for other stuff. I'm like, ain't nobody else doing nothing. I was not going to escape this. All right, and y'all already know what was on YouTube. So the thing that made this whole thing funny to me, I'm going to tell you straight up. When Charlamagne was on it, he was talking, and he got on a Rock Nation button. A Rock Nation pin right there. I was like, man, this dude Charlamagne is hilarious, man. I said, yo, he think everybody's watching on the phone. They don't see it. Rock Nation pin right there, man. Come on, Charlamagne, man. Come on, bro. All right, y'all. Come on, man. We just, yo, for real, honestly, man. Pharrell is not ashamed he worked for Jay-Z. Work for Jay-Z mean he do work for hire. When he call you and need you, you can't say no. All right, Charlamagne. So what's the shame of that? All right, he called Eminem. Eminem pull up. So, I mean, what's the shame of that? You, Charlamagne, stop acting like you and Jay-Z was doing bank robberies. Just stop, bro. The whole world already know you on a lot of video cameras, man. And you on one right. That's what made it funny, y'all. It was hilarious. He got, yo, man, I laugh at so much stuff. I always tell you fans the jokes on you. But they make me laugh too because they won't stop. Like Charlamagne is not going to stop either. Like he ain't going, like, look, man. He's sitting there talking about all this stuff he's not. People in the chat cooking him. None of that mean nothing. If you didn't see that Rock Nation button on Charlamagne's jacket, the joke was on you the whole time. That's what I mean by they be trolling, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to just tell y'all all. If you did not see that button on Charlamagne's jacket, the joke's on you. Meanwhile, I'm sitting there watching the whole time. I'm laughing myself. Like, this dude Charlamagne funny, man. This dude got the Rock Nation button the whole time he talking, man. And I was, like I said earlier, I see Choke No Joke in the chat. He was like, man, is that a button? Am I looking at a Rock Nation button? So I'm laughing at Choke. Because Choke No Joke, he even peeped it out. You know what I'm saying? It was funny. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, it was just funny. Because in my mind, Charlamagne think everybody's on the phone. And I think if you're on the phone, you was not going to see that Rock Nation pin. But no, it was good entertainment, y'all. It was good entertainment. And they showed how to have a debate with a good IQ. All right? That's what they did. So it was just funny to me, man. It was a Jay-Z takeover. Either way, that button on Charlamagne, all right. And I'm pretty sure Jay-Z saw this already and watched the replay. Either way, man, this still goes to Jay-Z because that paper plane right there. It's just part of it. He still gets some of the promotion, man. So they just did it different. Y'all got it twisted. Akademiks had on the Drake chain, you know, the OVO chain, and Charlamagne had on the button. That's all it is. It's same. I mean, it ain't no secret, y'all. Ain't nothing to be ashamed of. Look, y'all, the game is boring, man. So it ain't nothing to be. Just let it all out. It's okay, man. People already know, but it's okay to be proud of who you down with, man. It's okay, man. We gonna look at it like wrestling and everything else. X-Men. Yeah, man. So look, Charlamagne, he's conservative. So he don't wear chains. He ain't wearing no rock paper. He ain't wearing no rock chain. He got a very tiny, small button. Right there on the side of his lapel. You know what I'm saying? So all the people want to know, Charlamagne, do you work for Hov, right? Meanwhile, LeBron, he did not wear the Air Force Ones. LeBron was there. DJ Khaled and Jay-Z been hanging together for a long time too. Nick Gay, they all hanging together, man. That's the only thing tripping me out. They were all superstars. Now they all hanging together like they best friends, man. That stuff tripping me out. DJ Khaled, when he was talking that we the best, he was by himself. Y'all remember how much DJ Khaled was flossing by himself? He wasn't hanging with nobody. He was flossing. He was doing him. Now, I ain't gonna lie. I've been seeing Khaled trying to hang with Jada and Joe more. He hang with Jay-Z. Ever since Khaled been getting that backlash, he want to hang with the bros again. Man, Khaled, you are not slick, bro. You looking bad, bro. You look like you trying to hang with Jada and them now because they got the platform. No, Khaled, nah. You was always solo you was posting on Snapchat 10 times a day. You was posting on Instagram every day. You was the main one posting. Back in the day, you were posting more than every rapper. Khaled, stop it. Stop, bro. All I know is DJ Khaled, ever since they sent that coffin to your house that said Drake on it, you ain't been acting the same. Yo, man, who did that prank? To this day, we don't know who did that prank. Yo, man, we going to just leave that alone. Y'all, don't be doing a lot of doom scrolling, man. Yo, let's laugh at Meek Mill. Meek Mill got a YouTube channel, y'all. He going live. Meek Mill had 43 people watching when I saw that. How many times I told all my fellow friends on YouTube? I always tell y'all, don't never be ashamed of your numbers. Always be proud. Do you know how much it takes to get real fan base? Real fans, real people that respect what you do and come back every day. Do you know how much I appreciate that? Y'all don't understand that. That is the whole fun of it, to make people come back and have more fun. Other than that, if you need this for a job and you getting 43 views like Meek Mill, this is very sad. Look, y'all, Meek Mill, 43 watching and alive. They had the comment, Akademiks said it. You know, Meek Mill went and told the world that the Akademiks ruined his career and try to, no. It was that, I'm going to keep telling me, it was you in that pool. All right? Meek Mill, until you fight Diddy, you done, bro. If you don't fight Diddy when he come home, you ain't gonna have your career back, bro. All you gotta do is swing on Diddy at least once, bro, and you have your career back. That's all you gotta do. You ain't gotta win a fight. All you gotta do is at least just rock Diddy one good time, and you'll get your career back, Meek. Y'all, Meek got 43 watching. Meek Mill, what is wrong with you? Now, do you now see when I told him this the end for them? By my repetitive ways to get in your brain, that in the end, YouTube gonna be their last stop, and for them it's their graveyard, and it's over. It is their grand humiliation. Wherever they at, now I will respect Meek Mill on this. I will respect him. Yes, I will. Meek Mill is a rapper. He could have threw money on his channel and fabricated those views, but he didn't do it. So I'm gonna give him that clout. At least he didn't fabricate his views. But I told you a lot of them be fabricating views, y'all. Yes. Because this shit this algorithm is for real. If you have not been doing lives like that, you don't just get all these numbers like that. You got to be in this computer for a minute. YouTube make you earn this algorithm. So I'm telling you, now Meek could have threw sauce and made it bigger. He didn't do it. But you look at that Meek Mill, y'all, 43,000 watching. Meek Mill is watching himself. And out of those 43 watching, it was about 7 TVs in his house and 2 phones. All right. Other than that, I told you nobody care about them. This ain't no hate. Now, do you believe when I told you they ruined YouTube? Y'all think I'm playing? Do you now get when I said wherever they go, somehow it's just going to crash? All right. No disrespect to y'all interview. See, it was a positive interview. Now, the problem is everything y'all was talking about was old. That was the problem. Guys, it doesn't push the culture forward when y'all are finally talking about stuff that's 8 years old. Come on, bro. Now, I get it. But nothing else. Bro, this y'all talking about everything y'all were talking about was old. 8 years old, top of that. Now, academics are talking about new stuff. Some of the things he feels. Charlamagne was in defense mode. But as a whole, it made it a past interview because Charlamagne is a walking throwback from the past. And it was about all the stuff Charlamagne did in the past. That's why it made the whole interview a throwback interview. That's what really happened. See, I'm trying to tell people like Charlamagne, when I say their time is up, it's not disrespectful. It's just that once you live your life, you done said everything. You now understand justifying everything you said. That means it's already over. That means there's nothing forward. Because let's be honest, y'all. If Charlamagne ain't hating, Charlamagne ain't Charlamagne. And Charlamagne, we now in the world, you can't be yourself no more. Because that's just what it is, bro. Time passed on. I told y'all, negativity don't pop no more. So, your time up, Charlamagne. Meaning, you was the man, bro. You made money. I didn't even know about your iHeart deal. You got money. You did your thing. Your time is over, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, you don't got to hide your affiliations or obligations no more. Enjoy the rest of the ride. Because we got facts. These platforms are not growing. They're not getting better. You know? When y'all big guys get on YouTube, when y'all leave, it's supposed to be a lot of traffic on here. You know what I'm saying? It's supposed to be like that. When people on the gram and they on the gram, okay, all these millions of people be on the gram. But when people post, they don't get no likes, clicks, and views like before. All right? How are all these people on these devices, but it's not transitioning over? But it was a time before numbers transitioned. You know, before we knew the game when if somebody big on YouTube went live, we knew it was gonna be a lot of people online, a lot of traffic. It ain't like that no more. I tell you, man, a lot of us know the real ins and outs of YouTube. That's why I told them they ain't gonna trick everybody. It was a time when it was real traffic on here. You come online, you're gonna get some of that traffic. Trust me, you'll get some of that traffic. I'm not even talking about the same topic. It was just so many people online. So many people's online for real. Online for real. Wasn't a lot of fake. It was always fake numbers, but It was a lot. Okay, y'all. Y'all know you go to this live, I got 1,200. You go to that live, they got 1,000. You go to that live, they got 900. All live at one time, back to back. Mad people online. That's how it used to be. I know the algorithm. I know how when you go live, how fast it's supposed to jump to 7,000, 10,000, 20,000, 30. I know how fast it's supposed to jump. It ain't like how it was. Before you get numbers overnight, they don't do that no more. So my point is, the numbers that used to be on here is not on here no more. Plus, it's nobody's fault because we also know a lot of people that used to be on YouTube, they don't got phones no more because they in jail. All right? Another reason why a lot of people not on YouTube, like I said, because they outside now and they doing team takeovers. Also, I understand what happened. Like I said, it's not a lot of views no more because a lot of views came from teenagers. So what I told you already, I said once they put the filter on these apps, it's also going to be the reason why a lot of people lose what? Subscribers and views. My channel always been set for 18 and up. Some people's channel wasn't. So the point is, a lot of people had cheat codes because they had a lot of youngsters on their channel. These are a lot of numbers, y'all. Y'all know when you young, when we young, we in everything grown. And they were a lot of the fans in the chat. Meaning they are part of the algorithm that had YouTube jumping years ago. But ever since they filtered it, that's why it's slow now. That's why all these apps slow, because they filtered. No more youngsters. No more, plus it's an AI takeover. Some of y'all get y'all content snatched every day. The AI monsters are devouring your channel. I told y'all this months ago. I told y'all this last year. That's why I told them all, right? No matter how big they are, no matter how much they post, somehow their channel just not going to grow. They're going to keep averaging out. They're going to have to keep working because they literally got to work against AI now. AI is devouring channels. When I showed you last year what AI was doing to Tasha K. all of them, devouring them. Straight up. And I was noticing the AI technology was being experienced and experimented with in the hip-hop rap department. If I had to explain any department on YouTube, y'all know YouTube's many departments, right? People, bloggers, entertainers, comedy, all the sports, okay, boom, 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 politics. There's many departments. But if I had to tell you which department mainly was the guinea pigs for AI technology, it was the hip-hop rap department. I told y'all these things play by play. They first experimented with the bots in the chat rooms before the videos. No, I told you guys watching fake videos, talking to fake people. I told y'all this is 2024. Because you was in an AI experiment. You arguing the chat, that's the whole time the chat fake. You see? You going back and forth with robots. You sitting through 2 hours of a video that's AI. I told you that's what was going on for a year and a half. It was going on since 2024 because you was in an experiment online of AI. So here you got it. Jay-Z brought out Pharrell. He brought out Eminem. Beyonce. Bingo. 50 Cent came out with A$AP Rocky in New Jersey. That's not going to get no coverage. That's not getting no coverage, all right? Usher, Chris Brown concert, that ain't going to get no coverage. Even though Dave Chappelle popped up at the Usher concert the other day, yesterday, so it's making noise. It's just that it's on a certain level. So other than that, people are commenting on Jay-Z's freestyle. They got their opinions on that. And, you know, it is what it is, y'all. Meanwhile, go laugh at Meek Mill, man. He only got 43 views on YouTube. Meek Mill, he know he want to be a YouTuber, but he's scared, y'all. He want to be a streamer. He's scared people going to laugh at him because he keep playing that rich role. That's it. Meanwhile, y'all, here go some more facts. Despite its title, Drake's Second Hard Fourth, the radio is now #1 on today's U.S. rhythmic radio chart. So if you ask me, these guys are debating, or I'll say they him and Jay-Z compete in their own little way. But other than that, y'all, Renegade was trending. So I'm going to just tell y'all the honest facts. I don't know what they got against Jay-Z, but I didn't see Jay-Z trending this whole weekend. And I'll just leave it at that. All right? I saw Beyonce trending this weekend and Usher. So I'll say maybe somebody could be blocking Jay-Z media from the show. According to the stats, he's not trending like that. But everybody else that at his show was. Not saying, I don't know. All right, so, but he is trending everywhere else. Yes, he is. He is trending in certain departments. Yes, he is. All right, the media was a Jay-Z takeover this weekend, y'all. So if I wasn't talking about this situation, I would not be talking about him. DJ Akademiks scold Charlamagne. So that was the day before. This same hot new hip hop. They did a repost of the same article, same interview. Got the same exact reaction. Nothing. Because anything that's not on the regular platform is not resonating. Everything is being recycled. So you see it. It's a Jay-Z takeover because even in this interview, concept, Jay-Z name kept coming up. Okay? So all media was dedicated to Jay-Z. Hot new hip hop. Jay-Z brings out Eminem. Complex. Jay-Z brings out Eminem. It's starting to look like the same people. All right, now let's keep it moving. This is why you don't have no media. This is why you had nothing left. Complex. Inside Jay-Z Yankee Stadium takeover. You see this? Do you see it? This is called a takeover, y'all. This is called a media campaign. So it was designed where I was not going to duck it no kind of way. It was either you're going to talk about Jay-Z today or you ain't going to do no live today. As far as latest news, trending topics, if you're not talking about Jay-Z, you won't have no show. All right? That was the whole play out for today, which was the proof to myself it was a Jay-Z takeover. I couldn't escape. And Complex, boy, a whole they've been Complex been them articles. I'm a businessman. The rise and legacy of Jay-Z's Rockaware. And this is my whole thing, y'all. They won't just let the performance be organic. Or they won't do it when the show. They doing all this while the show going on. They just won't stop, y'all. And they're not being fair to nobody else. So that's why these allegations come up of either he own you or you work for him or something. Because y'all are not looking at your own insanity. You are posting Jay-Z all day within a 24-hour span. Even though it ain't nothing resonating. Even though bloggers get paid off all sites. Even though it has not been resonating. That's not the point. You guys are posting so much, you're not even posting nobody else. That's the problem. All right? So you see, Complex, Billboard. All right? Future ain't making no noise. One reaction, no comment, no likes, he ain't making no noise. You know, if y'all know Future was in the middle of that Drake Kendrick stuff, he ain't making no noise. All right? So it's a takeover. You see Jay-Z Billboard? Jay-Z Billboard, Yankee Stadium. All right? Complex. It's a takeover. Meanwhile, 50 Cent, ASAP Rocky, they ain't in nothing. Now, you know, I'm going to throw this at y'all too. You know what would have been hot? Yo, I had no clue. They say Jay-Z was singing Nas songs and Nas was singing his songs. What kind of stuff is that? Now, you know what would have been hot, in my opinion? You know what would have been hot? Told you, man, y'all exposing yourself, bro. Y'all looking like y'all very, very scary rappers. You know what would have been hot? If they would have did Ethan and Takeover on the stage. Even if it was an edited version. That would have been hot. Let Nas come out with Ether and then just stop it. And then Jay-Z come out with Takeover. Dude, you know what I'm saying? That would have been hot. They didn't do that. See? That would have been hot. They ain't had they so sad? They so much of friends, they ain't want to do that. See? Even wrestlers go fight. You see? Even a boxer can say, yo, we're going to box it out. We're going to fake box, bro. We're going to box. So y'all, man, this why I'm going to tell them to their face why they shows be corny. It be too scary, man. Y'all want to be too politically. No, man. Y'all should have did Ether. Y'all should have did Ether and Takeover. Then it would have looked like Hov did a real takeover, but it would have been hot. It would have been hot. You know, they shaking hands. Let Nas come out with FJZ. You know what I'm saying? Let it play a little bit. Let that little stuff get off. And then Jay-Z just stop it. Just come out. See, that would have been hot. They're supposed to do that for hip-hop, man. But they're not. They out of touch with hip-hop. Because they from a world with hip-hop, you got to be real. You got to be tough. You got to have your click, man. Me going to fight. See, they could have just played and joked it out, right? Boom. All right, so that's all, man. I'm just showing you, man, with a Jay-Z takeover, man. He won, but he did deliver a good show. If you paid for the show, you got your money worth. Ain't nothing to complain about. He gave you one of the great. This might be one of his best shows of all time, as far as him delivering a show for people, just a concert for people, a guaranteed hit show. He did it. All right, he did it. Other than that, just all y'all need to understand is 2 generations, man. This has nothing to do with Nicki fans, Drake fans at all. It's not going to work. But on his level, he did what he did. Tonight is night 3. You are in the Jay-Z Matrix. I play a game today. See if you can escape the Jay-Z Matrix. These are the games I play, all right? Play a game with yourself called Escape the Jay-Z Matrix. And go through this whole day and try to escape Jay-Z. I bet every time, if you're on Instagram, you see a Jay-Z article, you got caught. You didn't escape. See, that's how you play the game, right? But you ain't gonna escape, man. You in the Jay-Z Matrix, straight up. Charlamagne, y'all. This man got on a Rock Nation button the whole time. So anyway, man, enjoy your entertainment. I'm gonna get out of here. It was hard for me to do this today because I didn't really feel like it, man. It's the same thing. I'd rather let it all play out and talk about it, but I actually looked to see what else was going on, and it's like a media blackout. I told y'all Young Miami was going to disappear. I didn't see nothing. Young Miami, nothing. Actually, they talking about JT more than Miami because JT beefing with that other chick, Jackie O. JT beefing with Jackie O. They started talking about Jackie O more than Young Miami. I ain't playing with you neither. Y'all saw it. Y'all been on your timeline. Somehow Young Miami got shut down. Y'all thought I was playing when I told you she going to disappear. Well, even for a little while, the whole point was they stopped her momentum. They stopped it. Word is, Young Miami was climbing them charts. They stopped it. We'll see what's next. We'll see. We'll see if it pick up again. We'll see after the smoke clear. But today, you still in the Matrix and you in a frenzy of the rock. Once again, I'm going to tell you, Jay-Z used a cheat code. When he told you he would not lose, he made a point of that. He brought out Eminem. He said, I'm going to make everybody happy. Everybody's going to be happy. See, they love Nas. I gave them Nas. They love Mary. They got married. And I gave them for free. They love Pharrell. I gave them Pharrell. That man said, I will not lose. You feel me? I'm going to bring out all their favorites. I mean, he did it, man. You can't. That's what hey. Told you, man, he going to make it happen. They got to buy you. This is going to happen. Meanwhile, part 3 today, what's next? And when I say what's next within the culture? After this Jay-Z situation, what's going to happen? But I'm going to still be petty and told you what I said. I said it looks to me like he's back to being a rapper. Only thing is, I said that over a year ago. He'll be back to being a rapper again. I said it last summer when he came on the stage with Beyonce. Yeah. So, yeah. He back rapping again. On that note, we're going to get out of here. Y'all enjoy your day. Salute to the chat. Also, salute to the Cash App from yesterday. Cash App today. Super chats, comments. Try to stay positive, y'all. And I will close out what I said earlier. This was a positive look because they did show that 2 men could sit down and debate with differences. Agree to disagree. See, it's not about if they agree with each other when they left. It's not about that. It's about they both got their points across respectfully with a fair view. And the main thing is we can throw the topics out the window. It's the fact you're getting that image of 2 men sitting down talking things out. And then you can learn you don't always got to talk things out of negativity or fighting or defending yourself. You ain't always got to talk polite when you're in a witness stand. You also can sit like this and discuss business. So that's why this is important. All right? That's the positive of the whole episode. And yeah, Jay-Z get a little credit because Charlamagne got on that Rock Nation situation. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. This episode was sponsored by OVO Records and Rock Nation. It was something positive, y'all. I don't listen to me. On that note, we're gonna get out of here for sure. 1.